There we go. Of course, I grabbed the one that was dead from yesterday. Oh. Hey, Jason. Hey, Cody. How's it going? How's your day today? Freaking beautiful weather here. Oh, music in the background. Not bad. Freaking beautiful here today. Peachy. So today we're going to bounce around a little bit. I have a astronomy night tonight down by the lake where we set up our telescopes and everything. So I've got to pack up that telescope, the other telescope, and then also test my smart telescope on this screen that's next to me. So we're kind of going to be bouncing around between 3D printing stuff and the astronomy stuff. I'm not going to update the stream title because it's all good. Right now, let's go over to Cloudy with a decent chance of rain. Heck the rain. Get the heck out of here with the rain. Or tell the rain to get the heck out of here. More benchies. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I can give away those benchies. That's a good reminder. Thank you. Okay, let's go over to the other camera and have a look at this whatever it is. Printer. Will be a printer eventually. There we go. I want to get a box and put these parts that I'm not using away. These brackets turned out really nice though. I guess I could just literally turn my chair around. Yeah, that's dope. These brackets here, they turned out really, really nice. These shafts are not going anywhere. No, I don't really like how that sounds when it's sliding up and down, but it's smooth. Just makes a bit of a noise. I'm sure it'll be fine though. But yeah, these brackets turned out freaking great. ASA. So I consider those basically done now. What ASA? This is Brian's Sons, the Tundra 3D. More lube. I lubed them up really well. That's what I thought too, so I did. I lubed them up even more. But anyways, I really like how they turned out. The fitment of the linear rod is perfect. Like there's no, I had to push them on a little bit, which is exactly what I wanted. So there's going to be no play there. Then back here we have to figure out how we're going to do the one on the back of the frame. There's 2 holes already there that would be kind of cool to use, that are already threaded for M5. Oh, that's what I wanted to show on the computer. That's what I started on the computer for. Anyways, we'll continue right here for just a minute though. These 2 holes are threaded, so I'm thinking of making a bracket, kind of like an L bracket. It'd be pretty easy to print, and then have it the same basically as this. I mean, as these guys. So bolt, L bracket would come out and go on. That way everything would be flush here. Nothing would raise above. So the gantry wouldn't get interfered with. This one, I would be very surprised if it works out on the first iteration. This one's going to be an interesting one. Oh, I hear you. It's because of the US-Canada crap. Hopefully that'll ease up, or they'll let me. He already said he'll supply stuff for a giveaway. Then I would just have to figure out shipping as a gift or something. I don't know. Offset bracket. Yeah, Mike. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm thinking. 36-hour print. The Prusa and the MMU. You were doing a multicolor. What actually screwed up? I wanted to show you guys this. I was looking at hardware last night. Oh, the nozzle clog. Damn it. I was looking at hardware last night. What did I do? I think it was this. Yeah. So, hey, that's good then. You can't complain about that, really. I mean, that's basically what I just went through with the Neptune 4. So, I was looking for hardware last night and I came across this brand. I went into it. Oh, see, it's gone. They only let me buy two. They only let me buy 2 sets of 50. So I bought the 2 sets that I'm going to use the most of. But you see how they're $14.99? Wait, I did this. You see how they're $14.99 for 50? I was blown away. I went in and there was a 50% off coupon. So $14.99, $7.50 off. It was $7.49 for 50 of these. Stainless steel. So I got the 12 mil, which is the ones that I'm using like crazy on the frame. And then I got the 25 mil, which is the one I use the most when I'm building the telescope. So. Good deals, good deals. I'm down with that. And then that bracket I designed. Okay, I have to get the tripod for the Sea Star. It's out near the window. I'd like to get that. I'd like to get that out of the way, just so I can. Oh. So I'll grab the tripod and get that out of the way. outside where I'm outside on the window. I wouldn't really call it a windowsill. It's like a patio thing. Outside on the patio thing. Oh, try not to break anything. Okay. What a beautiful day. Like 25 degrees, but like a nice heat, not humid. I don't know if you guys could hear all that. I was across the hall. Or not the hall. What's next to print, Mike? Yeah, that's definitely one thing about the bamboos, eh? 3K hours and no maintenance. They just work. This is a wedge. A wedge that I printed that gives me the right angle. You'll see when I put the C star on it. The right angle for EQ. Equatorial viewing of the telescope instead of Alt-Az, which is straight up and turns this way. This is on an angle and turns that way. So it's on the same angle that the Earth is facing. The same angle as the Earth. So it counteracts that angle, so you can take longer exposures and you get better results, etc. Okay. I know it says we're doing Elegoo stuff in the description, but I didn't really remember that this was actually happening. So and I want to bring the big TV, not big, but I want to bring the bigger screen, kind of show a bit better. I said I would do it in the nice weather, and now here we are with the nice weather. One layer line skip? Oh, crap. And I guess, yeah, with a model like that, you want it to be as close to perfect as you can really get it. I guess that's the one tough thing, eh? Doing a model like that. If anything goes wrong, you're like, oh. So this is the C star. When I'm doing the Astro streams, this is the one that's tall and skinny on the screen. So you see what I mean? It's on an angle. So you point the top here towards Polaris, which is as close to the axis as you're gonna get with a bright star. It's an easy reference. Now, I forget how. This is the part that I forget. how to connect it to the actual screen there. I think I'm gonna have to turn off this screen here while I play with it. That's okay. How did I do it? So it's Samsung tablet, and I'm gonna be casting it to my Samsung TV. And the way it did it before was so cool because it looked like the TV was basically the tablet, but in portrait mode, not landscape. And it just automatically detected it, which is so cool. Makes it so much easier for public outreach. Let me see if I can get it to do it again. That has to come all the way out like that. You're not gonna see this part. Actually, like this, you can... Oh, there you go. Yes, you can. So this is the TV. I should probably not show content. This TV is a Samsung 4K. Pretty badass TV. And it's neat to be able to use it in public outreach. I haven't done it yet, but last year I realized that I could do this. In the winter, actually, I realized that I could do this. See? It automatically did it. It automatically detected that I turned it. It's a crazy TV or monitor. 4K 120 hertz. That's why I got that one. 4K 120 hertz. QLED series? Nice. I have a few TVs. It's kind of crazy. I have one in my living room there, one in my bedroom, and this one. But this is super neat. Now, how did I get it to just do the thing? Smart view? I think it might have been just that easy. Look at that. And then we go to the C-Star app. I have not, Jason. That's kind of nutty. So there she goes. There it is. That was easy enough. And I'm gonna have the C-Star like that set up. And then was I able to use that on this? How did I freaking... I'm just trying to remember how I did it It's been a while since I've been to one of these public outreaches just because the weather has not agreed with us at all. So we haven't been able to put one on. Now, I think... So the way I want to do it, because I don't want to be holding a bunch. Like, I don't want to be walking around with the tablet. I want the tablet to be in one place. Oh, really? I've never used a 3D pen. How are they? Then I'll use this tripod. Just sat next to this one. And I should be able to use this bracket. Do I want to do it like that? Or like that? Like this. So you use the bracket. The back of the bracket has an Arca Swiss mount. This bracket is freaking awesome. It was one of the ones that was on the little more expensive side, but it's definitely worth it, just because it's really well made and it works in a ton of different situations. Okay, so that goes like that. You can spin that around. Actually, we're gonna have to turn this like this. So I'll have the sea star set up. Tonight is the strawberry moon, so it's supposed to be an awesome time to see the moon. Because it's low on the horizon and it's going to look really nice. I don't think this actually fit in there, did it? How did I do this last time? Oh, that's why. I didn't have it open enough. I was like, I could have sworn it fit. Okay. It's nice because sometimes we get a whole lot of people coming through. So what I like to do is I'll have the sea star looking at the moon or whatever, and then I'll also have one of my live telescopes looking. So just give me 1 sec. I want to grab the other one. Okay, my bad. I was just answering a message about tonight. Okay. So, this is the Samsung tablet, and I can control... I'm going to have the TV set up on this table, actually. This, let's go back to the other view. I'm going to have this TV set up on this table, which is why I need the box to clear a lot of this stuff off. So this TV is going to be set up on this table, and then the C-Star will be kind of like right next to it, and then I'll have the tablet on the tripod kind of over near me, and then the two big telescopes, Oreo and Joker, set up off to the side a little bit as well. So then I can be controlling the actual C-Star from a ways away without actually blocking the view and everything, which is freaking awesome. Come in here and show all the different things that I've taken photos of. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. Huh. Gonna bring my power pack as well. I might have to bring two I just walked down because it's literally just down the street, and it would actually take longer to load up the car and everything. Well, probably not longer overall, but I just load up the wagon and walk down. I might have to take two wagons. Do I have a skylight? What do you mean? I do not have a skylight. I have like a patio thing that I set up on. Right now, I'm just doing a test setup. No, I'm just doing a test setup, getting ready for tonight. No. That would be awesome. That would be freaking awesome if I was setting it up right here. What I should do, though... What I should do is actually load up the wagons now, so I'm not screwing around later. So, the test run is successful. We know it works. Now we can turn it off and load up the wagons and then continue on. Wagon number 1. The big wagon. This shouldn't take too long. Set this up. I mean, get this stuff loaded in the wagon. The big thing is, the big wagon I'm gonna use for telescopes. Yeah, the big wagon. This wagon has to be for the telescopes. Let's go to Le Wide View. This wagon, make sure it's facing the right way, is for the big telescopes. I say big, but so much bigger out there. Damn it. Really should vacuum that out. Let's see. Not horrible, but yep. Okay, wagon. Then we got Joker. Telescope numero 1. You guys have seen Joker, right? I think. Okay. Move this for a minute. There we go. Yeah, Joker. A laser pointer. I don't know. Oh yeah, battery's still good. Focuser, where your eyepiece goes. And then your adjustments for the mirror. Basically all 3D printed. Other than the hardware. That'll probably go on its side, to be honest. And we can take that off. Let's take this off. It can go on its side. Leave that there for now. One telescope. I'll do the second one. These wires are kind of gonna hang. That's okay. Come with me, Oreo. Telescope number 2. This is Oreo. Again, all 3D printed. See white star, black star. All in the details, you know. This one's way heavier because I did all of these big parts in like 100% infill. I don't know why. It was kind of silly. Okay, telescope number 2. Perfect. It just fit like a glove. What was that for? Oh, for the cell phone mount. Oh. Will I need 2? This is going to be interesting. Let's pull this off. It would be nice if I could do it with just one. So in both of them, there's a 150 millimeter parabolic mirror. The gentleman that designed them, 10 telescopes. The link is in the description of the stream. The gentleman that designed these 3D printed telescopes, he actually sourced a bunch of parabolic mirrors. I think he ordered like, I don't know, 70 or something. A whole bunch of them. You can source them from other places, the parabolic mirrors, or you can get a spherical for less money. Image quality isn't that diminished if you go with the spherical. Apparently it's like 85 to 90% image quality of the parabolic, but I haven't compared them personally, so I can't say. I think the spherical, from what I've heard, it looks great, so I don't know. Personally, I know the parabolic is incredible. Works really, really well. That being said, how's it going? Thanks for coming through. It would be cool to DIY a mirror, but right at this point in time, it's a bit above A, my knowledge, and B, what I'm prepared to undertake. Non-stop 3D printing. So this, I 3D printed this for the smart telescope, the C-Star. It's a dew shield that I flocked with a matte black material, and then it comes off, and then there's a 2-inch filter holder, so you can use your normal astronomy 2-inch filters. By the way, I did not design this one. I found this, thankfully, online, but it's incredible. All 3D printed. Holds your 2-inch filter, and you can either just pop that in or put the dew shield on. Works great. So that's that. If I put the TV in the front, the thing is the tripods and the rocker boxes. That's the big deal. The tripods are nutty. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna... The tripods are where I'm like, damn it, this is gonna be a two wagon adventure, which is why I wanted to try it all out right now. So, a rocker box. This is what the telescope sits on. Again, all 3D printed. This filled up the whole build plate. Crazy. Gyroid infill. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, probably not. Anyways, gyroid infill, and then galaxy purple. It's one of my favorite colors that I've come across. Bum, 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 bum. Where did I? I had a container that I was specifically using for transporting the telescope stuff. Ah, of course. So, we've got, this is also 3D printed, designed by Brian. This is a collimator assistant tool. Makes collimation very straightforward. Helps a lot. Very cool. And then the eyepieces that I'm gonna need. We're gonna bring a few eyepieces. And then the laser collimator. Because after the bumping of the wagon, I like to check the collimation. We need that. "12-inch mirror DIY. That's incredible. That's quite an undertaking. At some point, it would be really neat to do my own mirror, but we'll see. We'll see when that time will come. Okay, Oreo rocker box. Again, the Oreo rocker box is way heavier than... I can't even remember what time they're going down there at. Sun doesn't set until late, but we could always do some solar observation. Oh, that being said, I should get the solar filter too. I see the sun. Collimation. Collimation? Collimation. Telescope collimation. It's the alignment of the mirrors. So your primary and secondary are aligned properly so that what you're seeing is in focus and not oblong. Collimate. Not, it's with a C, not a P. Collimation. Collimation. If I say it enough, it will just become the word. Oh, crap. Tripod down. Why you gotta do that? Good thing this 3D printer is built like a brick shithouse. Okay. damn it. I don't think... Oh, maybe. It's actually not horrible. I might... No, won't use that. That'll work. I'm just trying to find something to add a little bit of protection. How it will work. Just in between the top layer and the bottom layer. I don't want to use a full-on pillow. There we go. Much better. Oh, this one's beefy. Damn, I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do with the tripods. That actually might not even work like that. I think I'll probably have to put these up at the front. Like so. Will they fit though? Not really. Kinda. Okay, that works. Jeez. This tripod can go in the side pocket. There's a handy tripod pouch that I purchased. It's actually really freaking handy. It can go in here. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. Tripod. Tripod number 1. Definitely one thing about this design that's a little bit of a pain in the booty. Oh yeah, I have 2 tripods. It's okay. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. 2 tripods on the side. Now for the tripods in there. Gotta take off these end caps. Which with the Hoto is not bad, actually. Last time I went, I had to bring my frickin' Milwaukee. Or you're sitting there doing it by hand. I used a container, a little container last time. No, don't you dare. Huh. Where are you? I can just actually... Oh. Perfect. Everything 3D printed. Little 3D printed, what are these called? Altoids tin? Hello, Hoto. Exactly. Hey, Ono. How's it going? I'm just packing up the telescopes right now for our astronomy night tonight. Oh. Man. I guess I can stop for 1 second and show you this. Check it out. You can't, I don't know how well you can see, but I did those brackets, designed the brackets for the rod the way I wanted to do it, so it mounts in the 2040. Bing bing. Offset this way a little bit, and then the same on the other one. There is an extra hole here that I could put a longer, I think it's like 18 mil M5 in, if I find there's any movement at all, but the 2 right now is fine. So those brackets worked out really well. Thing's a little beast. Nice. How's your work? Oh, I definitely could. The thing is a little beast. It really is. When it's printing, I don't think it's gonna move. And I really haven't added too much in addition to the printer as it was. Linear rails, linear rods, and a 5-pack of extrusion. Not much at all. Oh, that's kind of whack. When you're feeling up and down, that sucks. Damn it. High score. I don't know if that's the high score you want, is it? Okay. It's one tripod. I think I might actually put a pillow in there too. We've got those. We've got that. The center section comes out like that. Put that there for now. And then the legs fold in. Makes it a little easier to transport, I suppose. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a pillow there. Damn it. This is evolving into a wagon train. A wagon train. That's fine there. Ay, ay, ay. So, we can put the eyepieces and stuff in here. Eyepieces, eyepieces. Will the sea star fit in there? Bum, 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 bum. Nope. maybe. Damn it. If I put the sea star in there, you know what? I don't need to crowd everything in there. It's like Jenga. Or, no, Tetris. Or Lego. Or any of the above. Will that work? Nobody knows. Okay. Oh, shoot. Smacking the camera around again. Tripod. Numéro 2. Oh, shit. Numéro 2. Little storage tray. Jeez. Haven't been used in a little while, have you there, Oreo? Let's see. Oh, really, Mike? That's kind of cool. Yeah, Jason. Yeah, on 10 telescopes on the website. All the STLs and the manual are, and the bomb are on there. Yeah. Oh no, it's Mike. Yep. The GitHub is on Brian's website, the 10 telescope website, and the plans are all there. And it's not very difficult to self-source everything. You can get the mirrors and the focuser on Amazon. And if you go with the spherical mirror, I would recommend going with the parabolic if you can afford the extra few bucks. But if it's tight and you still want to experience it, there's nothing wrong with the spherical mirror. And then SV Boney has these focusers. I already have this focuser for the next one. SV Boney sells these focusers that I can put a link to. I don't know if they're sold out or not. They are SV, so Sam Victor 181. And it's just the focuser that I was explaining on there. And it bolts, I don't know how much it was, 40 bucks, 45 bucks. But it's the focuser, and then it bolts right to the telescope. And you put your eyepiece in there. And the eyepieces aren't much. You can really get into a nice telescope built in whatever friggin' color you want for not much. Not much. And it's a cool project to build with your girlfriend or by yourself and then give to your girlfriend or with your kids or whatever. It's a very cool project. And then, yeah, if you want to do it as a kit, Brian sells kits. He sells different levels of kits, so you can see the kits on his website. It all depends on shipping and stuff. Whatever makes sense to you. It's always nice to support the creator with the kit, but if the tariffs and everything are hitting hard, then it just makes no sense to do it that way. I built 2 of them, and I'm in the middle, well, not in the middle, but I've started printing parts for a third one. And there's two versions. There's the normal version, which is the Skyward 150. And then there's the Skyward 150 Compact, which is the one that I printed because I didn't have access to a larger printer. So if you only have a small plate printer, you can do the compact version and still be able to print yourself a beautiful telescope. I actually did a blog post on his website. That was pretty cool. Oh, I should probably plug in my power station. I wonder how many watts that TV takes. I didn't really think about that part. Let me just plug in my power station. Probably gonna bring both of them. How much power do you have? Oh, 50%. No! What time is it? 4:30? Sweet baby. With that one. How much power does my little guy have? 32. Crap. I have two big ones. Well, not big, but two T500 Geo cell. Or, sorry, gray cell. Power packs. Freaking phenomenal. I love those things. And then I have an Anchor. This one is 300. So I have two 500s and a 300. Lots of portable power. Great systems. The cool thing about the Anchor is I can plug it, I can recharge it from the wall, but also supplementally charge it from a USB-C port. So where a lot of them, like the gray cell, will only get 100 watts input, the Anchor will get, I think it's 150 or 160 it'll allow in. Maybe not that much. I think it's 150 it'll allow in. So it'll charge a lot faster. Oh, come on. It's not long enough, is it? Ooh, you dirty... USB-C cable. Yeah, got it. Yeah, you guys should definitely check out the website and the GitHub. It's freaking awesome. Really well put together. I enjoyed building the kits very much. Well, I self-sourced basically all of the parts besides the mirror. But I really enjoyed the builds. And all the models, he's got the orientation already all set up. He's got the supports built into the models. Really well done. Yeah, that's one of the awesome parts. You can pick whatever colors you want. I think I'm actually going to be there on Sunday because they did a bit of a social media push because he's got the telescope library there. He lends them out for free to schools and to families and to basically anyone that wants to come and borrow one for a couple weeks or a few weeks. He'll lend them out. So they did a bit of a social media push just recently. And he's got 15, I think, built, ready to go out to loaners. And I think this Sunday, he's saying, is going to be busy because of the social media push. So it'd be nice to be able to get up there and help with the collimation and make sure all the scopes are ready to rock. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Hey, there you go. I'm just one person and I'm gonna have 3. But I take them down to the outreach, so it's nice. And because I can reprint the parts, it's not a worry. So like a lot of the times I'll just be like, hey, this one I'll set up for people to look through. Like I'll get the target for people to look through, and then the other one, just go have fun. Anyone can walk up and try and get a target with it and touch it and play with it and see how it works. That's the whole idea, right? Getting people into astronomy. It's definitely neat seeing someone experience it for the first time. I haven't even experienced visual viewing all that much. I've always been into the photography aspect and that side of it. So it's very neat. You even get people that are older that have never looked through a telescope before, which is kind of mind-blowing to me. Okay. We're getting there. Hardware. Photo. I think I'm gonna bring my little other bag. Where's the little other bag? You know, the little other bag. There it is. No, that's not it. That's the drone bag. The drone bag. I gotta leave the drone bag out to remind myself. One of the drone bags. I gotta leave the drone out. Drone bag out. Drone bag out. Starfest. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure what you're looking at, but the Starfest is a festival that we're going to. It's like a star party festival thing that we're going to, where everyone sets up their telescopes. Well, I'm hoping to go to it. Logistically, we'll have to see though. The Skyward 150 is what you're trying to look at. Drone. I don't need that right now, but I want to charge it up, so I'm going to leave it out. Yeah, so what Brian's doing is I don't know why it says coming soon. He should probably release those ASAP. He's putting together kits that people can buy previous to Starfest, pick their colors, and then be able to build it at the festival with guidance from us at like a workshop kind of thing. That's what the Starfest kits are. So it's basically you're buying a Skyward, picking all the colors, and then we would print the parts out and you'd assemble it at Starfest with us. If that makes sense. Oh, I completely agree. Oh no, it's Mike. I completely agree. Even I find people could be a little bit interested in it, but tentative or apprehensive or overwhelmed or anxious, and giving them that extra push or a little bit of knowledge that'll make them feel a little more comfortable is really cool. And then they start asking you questions that you have no idea about. And you're like, okay, smarty pants. Take it easy. Okay. So that's wagon number 1. Wow, this is going to be interesting. Can I design something to connect the 2 wagons? I mean, there's already a strap here built in. Can I not use this and make a wagon? I mean, make a wagon train? I'll probably look like an idiot walking down the road, but it would be so convenient. I truly don't care if I look like an idiot. That's one thing that happened to me, I would say, growing up. I think it probably happens to most people. I hope it happens to most people along the way of growing up. I used to think what people are... I used to care what people thought when looking at me. I really don't give a shit. That could work. You probably can't see what I'm talking about, but there's a strap on the back of the wagon, and I think I might be able to loop it through the second wagon. Let's move this forward. Oh god. Very efficient use of space. It's not crowded, it's efficient. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna get this wagon out. It barely fits in the elevator. Get rid of this cardboard because I want this box. Bump, 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 bump. Chain link. What chain link? Oh! You talking about my wagon train? So I have hardware and 1 more linear rail coming tomorrow. And the 1 more linear rail is for the back and forth up at the top. What is that? The Y? I can never remember the Y and the X. I always get them backwards. The back and the forth up top. Best description. That's the Y. It's gotta be the Y. Don't ask me why. And oh, what is that? What is this charging at? 104? That's it? Excuse me. Where's my other charging block? 104. It's actually a little bit offensive. I could have just used that. Hey. X is left to right. Y is front to back. X is left to right. Okay. This. Where's the charger? Come on. USB-C. There we go. $144. Time till full charge. 1 hour. Sweet. Better. Okay, let's get this crap out of here. Oh, one thing I was also thinking about while I have you guys here, thoughts, and it's in my brain. On the Neptune 3 and 4, the dual Z's are connected via a belt. On the standard one, pretend this down here is the top, because the top is hidden, obviously. There is, where are they? There's one of these. Pretend, like I said, pretend this is the top, because it's obviously hidden. There's these things mounted. It's a collar and a gear for the belt. So on the stock version, there's one of these mounted on the top. Actually, never mind what I said down here. I'm not going to use down there as an example. There's one of these mounted on the top of each lead screw. And then there's a belt connecting the two lead screws so they're always synchronized. I'm thinking I'll probably reintroduce that. What do you think? I mean, I should probably a good idea just to reuse that, put it back on so those are synchronized. In my brain, I think that is the correct thing to do, but I'm not 100% sure. What's the tensioner? Stock tensioner. Always, whenever I see the stock parts, I'm always thinking about how I'm going to, or how can I reuse them. May as well go with this camera. Yeah, the leveling, I'm going to be using the screws, right? Because I'm only going to be having 2 motors. It's not individual motors on each of the 3. So getting it level initially and then using the bed screws. Am I thinking correctly? Or will there be some control over the level by those? I guess there will be a little bit because there's 2 motors as opposed to 1. So there'll be a touch of control. I just don't know how that'll be exhibited in a config file. Both screws off of 1 driver. Yeah, I have no idea when it comes to that side of it. When you say off of... I'm not going to have 3 lead screws. Only 2 lead screws. 2 lead screws, 2 motors. 3 linear rods. Three linear rods, 2 lead screws, and 2 motors. I mean, yeah, having 1 more motor would be kind of cool, because then I could do independent. But it's not a huge deal. I think the way I have it set up now, I'll explain it in a second more when I get this cleaned up a bit further. I'll leave those out for now. Tools can stay out. You go. Tools, 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 tools. Oof. Elbow McGee. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Without having that 3rd motor, there's no real way to get the actual motor reliant leveling. So it's going to be up to the screws themselves, the bed leveling screws, which is fine. I'm okay with that. All of this stuff and go over to this table for now. Workbench. Keep that there because I want to explain. Do 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 do. Actually, time. Okay, there we go. Table is fairly cleared off. This I need to keep out. Fine. Ah, okay, okay. I get that. I get that. That makes sense. Hey, Brian, how's it going? I'm just getting things loaded up. You missed it. You missed it. I gotta wheel this back. Can you see? Tonight, tonight's an astronomy night down by the lake for a Brawny astronomer. So I got Oreo and Joker all loaded up. And then I'm loading up a second wagon. It's gonna be a wagon train. Crap, I'm running into stuff. But I need to take that table with me. I need to take the table with me, so I'm trying to get it loaded. Not loaded, but cleaned up. Mobile observatory, exactly. Right? Should be good. It's hopefully going to be clear tonight. And we're setting up for Strawberry Moon. I guess it is. Strawberry Moon tonight. So I'm actually going to be having this monitor set up showing the sea star, and then the two skywards set up for visual. One I'll probably be setting what we're looking at, and then the other one I'll probably try and let the people coming through have a go at. Yeah, tin works just fine. Nobody would say anything about that. Okay. Oops. Crap. All right. Oh. So one of the next steps is going to be designing a kind of an L. It's going to be a bit of a U. More of an L though. A little bit of a U. I'm going to come around and have a flat surface here. That'll mate to all 4 points. Come around the corner. Come around the corner. That's going to be structurally strong. It's probably going to be nice and robust. Come around the corner, and then a flat with a circle that'll go all the way around. And then I'll probably put heat sets, M3 heat sets into that. And then the M3 will go through the heat set and it'll sit perfectly right on here. Then when these turn, both sides, and then obviously that arm, I'm going to build this portion or design this portion first. And then make sure my dimensions and everything fit correctly here. And then I'll work it into an arm. Because it's not even going to be very far. If you look at the build plate. Oops. I know. That's what I'm thinking too, back here. A third one. I'm not even going to lie to you. I was actually thinking of 4 in these back corners. But I'm not going to do 4. Most I would do is do 3. If you look at this, that's approximately where it's going to sit. Actually, like right there is approximately where it's going to sit. So the brackets that I have to build aren't very far to go under to get to where these palms are, because that's where they're going to be meeting in a nice, robust, I'm using that word a lot for some reason, a nice, I don't know, thick or heavy duty something. 3D printed square. I don't know if I'm going to make it modular to the brackets that are going to go here. And this goes up. Whee! 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 Okay. Stop. A third motor back here. Come on, man. Come on, man. I really don't want to put any more money into this project. I haven't put too much, but I'm trying to keep it that way because I want to keep this kind of a feasible thing for people to do. A third motor at the back. Third motor at the back. I don't want to. I just don't want to. Ugh. I think the 2 lead screws up at the front is badass. I like it. It's different. It's unique. Hmm. Yeah, Brian, yeah, it is. This is the Neptune 3 that wasn't working very well. It was having connection issues and power issues. So I decided to pull it apart, try and use as much of the actual printer as I could, and kind of just go for it. So these extrusions, oh, they look like Sears extrusions because they're up close. 2040s. So what I've added as far as extrusions are 5. I ordered 5 2040 extrusions for 30 something bucks, 32 bucks. 5 400 millimeter 2040s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I designed these brackets for the motor. Yeah, designed these brackets for the motor to reuse the motors as they were on the Neptune, with the Neptune brackets and everything. So one on that side, one on that side, and then these corner brackets as well. And then these linear rod brackets in here I designed as well to go in the 2040, and they're working great. They're press fit, so they're working not a huge amount of force to press fit them, but that's not going anywhere. They work great. And then the 400 millimeter linear rods on, or linear rails on top. We'll be reusing the cross member, the Y cross, I think it's Y for frig's sake, the Y cross member from the Elegoo. We'll be reusing that. And then I have one more linear rail coming. That'll probably go on the front of that extrusion. I'm just kind of winging it. I don't know. The tool head I'm planning to use, the tool head I'm planning to use, I don't know if I'm gonna need cable chains. I haven't really thought about that. Where is it? Hold on. I gotta find where. This guy. So the extruder, or the tool head I'm planning to use off the top is, or like getting into it, is this one, because you can reuse everything that's in the tool head of the Neptune 3 Pro. All you really have to do is get a hot end and these fans. I already have these fans from the shroud that I built previously for the Neptune 3. So I would literally just need the hot end. This is so badass, the brush. I don't really want to see this brush right now. This guy went hard with this printer. Linear, screws. So I'm going to be doing those screws, which is awesome. It looks like he's using a chain. So I might use something similar to that chain. But this is the tool head I'm going to be using to start with, because it also reuses the stock board, which is freaking awesome. Afterburner. New hot end, new fans, JST connectors. That's it. So cool. So cable chain, to answer your question, it looks like he's using some semblance of one, and I will probably have to, just with the way this thing is going to be set up with the movement, I'll probably have to figure out an umbilical or a cable chain of some sort. Bing. So we've got to get the one for back here designed. It's going to be very similar to this, just using 2 holes here, and like I said, an L, and then a cap, and then a cap here, and that'll be awesome. Realistically, we're not too far away from being able to mount, quote unquote, mount the bed. But I gotta, like I already said a few times, gotta put some focus back on Nova Turtle. I pulled the extruder out and the respooler out, not fully, but they're basically out, so I can pull them out and fiddle around with that. What's today? Wednesday? Thursday? Tomorrow likely be a turtle day, with some of this dabbled in, because I'll get the linear rod delivered and a couple other things delivered. Just the hardware, actually. Linear rod and the hardware. My thinking now has to go towards how I'm gonna do the movement for up here. Mike showed me the Merc 2, which has these top hat things. Can I come up a little bit? Mike showed me, I think it's the Merc 1, that has these top hat things that the motor can sit in like this. It's all 3D printed, and then it would mount to this extrusion somehow. I might have to design my own, but it mounts the motor like this. I guess one works for the forward back, and then the other one would work for the side to side. I think that's how it goes. That's another part I'm going to need to do more research on. So, cradle, top hat, whatever you want to call it. Riser. Motors will sit like that. And I think one is for forward and back, and then one is for side to side. Pretty sure. Or are they both? I don't know. Umbilical. More like an umbilical approach then. Oh. So maybe an umbilical, but use a cable chain rated wire. Hey Steve, what up? Oh man. They work on diagonals? So they work together? That's what I was trying to look at. The belt running and stuff. Do they work together? And that's why the belt loops in and ends up connected to the actual tool head gantry thing. Not gantry, what's it called? The the plate, or whatever it is, the plate in the middle of the... I guess it's not really in the middle, it doesn't matter. The plate that's mounted on this axis. And then the belts connect to that. So do they work together? I have to learn way more about that. When you say diagonals. Ah, okay. Yes, carriage. I guess I could just look at one of these printers, eh? I have two Vorons here that have... I have two Vorons here that have belts that I can look at. Would it be the same setup? I guess it would. There's two motors back there. 1, 2. There's an upper belt and a lower belt, I think, right? I'm guessing it would be something similar to that. It's just the linear rails are mounted on the bottom as opposed to the top. Could I not use this design and just flip it upside down? Why not? Could I not use basically that design there and just flip it upside down for my Y? Yeah, the cable chain on top. Yeah, yeah. I think it'll be more like what the Vorons are than what this guy's showing in his. But since the linear rails are mounted on the bottom on the Voron, and it slides that way, I could literally just take that design. Like, I'm talking literally maybe even take those STL files and flip it and use it that way, and just mount the gantry or the carriage the other way. Because those files have... I mean, I could incorporate something. Those files have the... Because that has the frickin' the end stops built into it too. I wonder. Or would it just be better to design my own? See, the gearing and stuff is what I'm worried about. The way they have that laid out already is really nice. It would just be assembly at that point. That's true. That's true, Brian. Umbilical. That's also where I like the inspiration from the rat rigs. Like that guy, Robert Kempf, that I've shown a couple of his printers. He does the umbilical and he just crushes it. I'm also not even 100% sure where I want to mount all the computer stuff. Like I could could reuse this plate and put it on the back. Mount it on the back somehow. Wow. Or in there like that. Wow, that would be actually almost perfect. I think I'm gonna end up doing that, just reusing it, because I can mount the board and everything right where it was. I don't know, though. Oh no, maybe back here. That's probably better back there. So then I don't interrupt the bed space. Back there is probably the best choice. Look at that. It's like it's meant to be there. Which means I'd probably be able to reuse the cable lengths that already... That's so cool. We're gonna see. It's all spitballing right now. But if I can reuse this spot like that, that would be incredible. Or if I did it like that, there's a spot for the wires to come through, and the Elegoo sticker you can read. That's funny stuff. There, now there's spots for the wires to come through along the bottom. And at the top. And the Elegoo sticker is in the right orientation. At the end of it, when it's all finished, I'll print a new sticker. Or a metal plate or something. Sublimate a metal plate that looks official. The goo. Alright. That's pretty badass. Yeah, Mike, for sure. I could do that somehow. And then, or actually, would you look at that? Would you look at that? I'm pretty sure this goes on here. Definitely like this. So there already is a back plate with a fan built into it. That's the correct one. Yeah. That's pretty neat. So, Mike, look at this. I don't even need to drill holes because it was mounted with T-nuts on the bottom. So it's got these little slots. You put the T-nuts in, and then you just slide this on and tighten them down. Where's that big red easy button? Yeah. Sweet. The goo. I'm starting to like Cody's evolution, but I'll shorten it. This is the Goo Evo. The Goo Evo. Kind of obvious that this printer was meant to be a core. I hear ya, right? I hear ya. Okay. When this is a successful printer and I print a benchy, we'll put it on Coolish. This will be a contribution to Coolish. Where's the other one? I thought there was two. No? Just one? I guess that makes sense. Numero 1. Okay. Hi. Now we got like two of the exact same camera. Actually, that one's way wider. Look at all the wires. I just want to do the slide. You know, when you have thing, you slide down the wire, whee, right into the camera. Okay. I need wagon number 2. Oh, was it Jason or Mike? Where do you get the Voron PIF profile? That's pretty cool. And are you're printing the respooler stuff, I think you said? Wagon number 2. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. It's gonna look hilarious walking down the road with 2 wagons just full. Hey, don't touch my butt. Get out of here. Okay, I gotta take the 3D printer transportation off of the wagon. So handy. This made it so much easier to bring the Vorons in and out. Almost broke poor Decker. Oh! And this can probably just hang out over here. Oh yeah, I gotta do that. Oh, I should have left the table until I finished this. Okay. Just in a second. This is all the benchies and stuff. I want to go through this and see what I'm going to bring. Okay. Cable. That's actually hilarious. I didn't even think of that. What was it? 15 kilos at the time? Just boxes and boxes of kilos of something? That's amazing. Excuse me, sir. What's in your hand? 1 kilogram. One kilogram of the good stuff. It prints really well. First layer on point. I wish I had a hard bottom to put in there. The other wagon has like a fold out bottom, like a fold out thing. Bing. What if I use an old shelf? Old shelf? This makes me nervous. The people better appreciate it. Okay. Lower the center of gravity. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Oh, for sure, Mike, I will. 77%. So, what do I need? What do I need? SD card. I need this bracket. I'm gonna bring my camera. Batteries for le camera. That's French for the camera. It's a little education there. Don't actually know if that's French for camera. Oh. No, not on the ground. I'm hoping the flames, the fires from Manitoba aren't causing too much smoke tonight. It seems to be letting up a little bit over the past, what, few days? I guess we'll have to wait and see, but... Doo-doo. 16 millimeter? 16 mil, sound good. 16 mil f2. A little wide action, maybe. $16 mil f2. We'll bring that with. And oh shit. Do that. Where is the 85 mil? I kind of want to bring the 85 mil too. Oh, really, Brian? I use Astrospheric. I'm pretty sure you use it too, but Astrospheric seems pretty good. They do the smoke and everything. For my Pentax. For my Pentax DSLR. Right now I have the 55 to 300 millimeter PLM on there. I'm bringing the 16 millimeter f2, and then I want to bring my 85 millimeter f1.4. We got a little bit of everything. Little bit of everything that can just slide right in the corner here. That's perfect. Kind of. Yeah, that's fine. No, not full frame. No, no, no. DSLR, what do they call it? DSLR. Why am I drawing a blank? Crop sensor? Full frame. I don't know why I'm having a brain fart right now. Not full frame, no. It's a Pentax K70. Kind of an entry-level camera, but I love it. Weather rated. It's just been an awesome camera for me. Astro and everyday. APS. That's what it is. APS-C. That's what I was trying to get through my brain. Mike, the bill of materials is different from the Skyward 150 to the compact. Both of the bill of materials should be up on the GitHub, I believe, but they are different. Oh yeah. Love this tablet. S9 Galaxy Ultra tab. OLED. It's just a wonderful tablet for everything. US of A. Ooh, US. Okay, got the tablet. That can just hang out on that side. So, screen. That's gonna be neat. Oh, power supply for the screen. That would friggin' suck. That's the annoying part, is not knowing. Like, if you had a concrete answer, this is exactly how much it's going to be, then at least people can make an educated decision. When it's like, I don't know if you're going to get charged tariffs, if it's going to show up at your door and nothing's going to be wrong, if they're going to call you and say, I'm holding it until you pay $500. That's the part that makes me insane. How are you supposed to run a business properly when that's happening? Power supply. Hello, my name is Samsung Power Supply. I gotta check what time they're planning on being down there. Probably like 7:30. Oh crap, it's almost 6 o'clock? I'm glad I started doing this. If I kept doing other stuff, I'd be up the creek. Where's my phone? Oh, the astrograph is badass. That's something I have to not look at. I need to get a bigger I need to get a bigger mount. A bigger go-to mount. The one I have is not capable of doing those doing the astrograph with all the equipment attached. So I stopped looking at the astrograph until I get a bigger mount. My metal prints. Oh. Oh, I think that's who's asking me about my metal sublimation stuff. Some of his would turn out so cool on metal. Like, freaking next level. Right now I can do up to, I think it's 11 by 14 or 11 by, forget what it is. Right now I can do what? Yeah, 11 by 14 is the biggest I can do right now in a single print, but I can split them up like I've done here, which is pretty cool. I think that turned out pretty awesome. Yeah, and like I was saying earlier, it's really well done. So you actually get to enjoy printing and building the project as opposed to screwing around a lot. It's really well put together. Hey, I want to go through this box. I'm gonna go through this box and because I'm gonna bring all these benchies, like I said, down to the astronomy night and give them away. So I want to pick which ones. I mean, most of them are fine to give away. Some of them are just too crappy, though. I'll just show them one at a time. The ones. Is that? Can you get good view? Yeah, that's fine. Little purple and silver action. Someone will like that. Bring this over here so you can see what I'm doing better. That's like a, what, is that like a German one? I'm going to set these all up along the table. It's neat because we're doing it right in the harbor, so the theme goes hand in hand. Orange. That's also French. Yeah, Brian was also very accommodating when it came to the bill of materials and the hardware and stuff. He hadn't even released it, like he said, out of alpha or even further than that, but he was super accommodating, which was very, very cool. Normal size benchy. Another Yerman one. Silver. Oh, white, red, purple, black. I think I got a few here, eh? There's a white one. Another orange one. Heck yeah, Cody, for sure. Red one. Little normal size one. Orange. I love this yellow so much. That's probably one of my favorite colors of filament that I've seen. I don't know why, I just love that yellow. There's an example of the temperature. Do you see this one? I don't know how well that comes through. This one is glossy. The yellow is super glossy and feels strong. Whereas this one, the yellow's matte and feels like kind of slacking, not as strong. I don't know. How many is that? Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So 35. They helped me out with testing, and now hopefully they'll help a kid out. I'll just set them up all around the table. Here we go. I think that's good. Oh, really, Cody? 3? I hadn't printed a ton at all previous to Turtle Life. Now that I'm involved in Turtle Life, it's that changed. No, I don't want to put those against the screen at all. You can go behind. There we go. And you can go right there. They call me a turtle. A turtle. They call me a turtle. A turtle. Now, can I hook these up as a wagon train? All aboard! NASA fabric. That sounds neat. How do I get NASA fabric? And how much can I sell it for? Oh, there's this guy that prints on fabric. It's called Illusion Mesh. He prints on this Illusion Mesh and then on a holographic build plate too. And it comes out looking freaking incredible. Forget what the guy's name is or what he goes by. But I see him pop up on the socials quite often. He prints in this, like, it's always like a silk, nice, all different colors of filament, but on a mesh that's on the build plate. And then he turns it into like bags and like hats and all sorts of stuff. It's actually really friggin' cool. I can't remember the guy's name though. Hello, hello, hello. How's it going? How do I? Oh, there we go. How's it going? I appreciate you guys coming through. Change a 3D printer? Kind of. I have, the one in the tent there is a Neptune 4 Pro, and the one to the left of it is a Neptune 3 Pro, and I had another Neptune 3 Pro that was kind of acting up, so I decided to swap it, kind of do my own thing. So that's what this is. That's what this guy is right here. Actually, I can probably... So what is that kind of printer called again, Cody or Mike? 4XY? 4XY? Let me just put this down a little bit. And we can have a look. We can have a little look at it. 4XY. So, Trey Guy, Mad Squirrel, Kairos. I see you guys. I appreciate you for coming through. Let me put this up here. Ooh. So it's a little beast of a frame and printer so far, or idea of a printer. So the basics of it came from the Neptune 3 Pro. Like these two front 2040s are from the Neptune. This base is from the Neptune, 1, 2, 3. This back is from the Neptune. The lead screws, the motors, the plates up here. But I'm going to be using these linear rails up top for that axis. And I'll be reusing a 2020 that's going to go across for the Y. And then I've got to design plates that come in here that attach from the lead screw to the block, lead screw to the block, and then to the bottom of the build plate. And then go through the motors on the top. I hear that. Talk about the parts that don't come from the Neptune. That's funny. That's wild. We got 18 viewers on Twitch now. That's amazing. I appreciate you guys. We are the close enough knot makers who say, oops, and we saw a light and we came in. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I'm just here messing around with 3D printing and astro stuff. Because tonight I'm doing an astro night with a group I'm part of down by the lake near me. But the 3D printing stuff is clearly a large part of what I do. The two beautiful printers over there are Boron 2.4s with box turtle units on the top. Those are 10 telescopes, aka Brian, who's in the chat. Those are his beautiful printers that he custom built, and I put together the box turtles that are on top, which are multi-filament systems. So hopefully that kind of brings you up to par a little bit. I stream as regularly as I can, just building various things. I got different angles, as you've seen, different camera angles, 6 cameras that I move around from to try and give a bit of an immersive experience. Too much printer. That's funny. Oh. Old in the mind or old in spirit, old in the body? I guess it all depends on yourself, right? Oh yeah, this is going to evolve. I'm pretty impressed with this, how it's going so far and how quickly it's evolving. There's some small things that I already want to change. That'll come with the evolution. But yeah, again, I appreciate you guys for coming in. That's amazing. I'm just continuing getting everything packed up. Oh, I'm just continuing getting everything packed up for the astronomy night tonight, and just chatting. What does your community do? Probably both. Old, very old. Just old. There's no separation. Just old. Ah. That's funny. Trying to create a lace machine from scratch. Really? A lace machine from scratch. Open source, you say? I love me some open source. Let me just... I'm gonna move this over there a little bit. This over there a little bit. Oh! And then we can come back here. Lace machine open source. Is there a GitHub for it or anything? That's kind of awesome. It's kind of what I'm doing with this printer, just open source. Well, kind of just winging it though. There is no planning involved. Just making it as I go. This tool head bike? You wonder? I mean, I don't see why not. It reuses all the, like, everything. That's why I'm going for it. It reuses the PCB so much. No duh. Oh, it's a very similar view to me. Whoa, look at that. I mean, it kind of looks like a 3D printer, but even crazier. How much of it is 3D printed? Like all of these gears and everything? Oops. What did I just do? I think I just pinned your message. You're famous now. Right now. Yeah, that's where it can get interesting. You kind of got to have the confidence to just keep going. Like, there's so much involved in these 3D printers that I'm just like, I have no idea. Let me see. Oh, wow. There's so much involved that I don't even know the verb, like the terms, the correct terms. I don't know a whole lot to do with it, but there's people out there that do. Google is awesome. Sometimes AI is awesome. And if you just keep pushing, you'll make it. You'll make it happen. Oh, wow. Look at you with the tweezers. Those can be a pain in the butt, can't they? Is that a press that you're using? Are you using a press to do that? Like this one. And then it's got the tips that fit inside the heat. So it looks like yours is a little wide. You're having trouble on that one because your tip on the end is a little bit wide. Whereas you see this one, it fits right inside the actual heat insert, so the collar is nice and flush. And all of this is 3D printed as well, except for the cogs. But you see, it fits inside, and so it's nice and flush on there. So there's no wiggling. And it allows you to get the heated insert square. Yeah, they are boring to do. Some of the projects have millions of them. I'm looking at you, 10 telescopes. That one has, the telescope has a lot, and the box turtle has a lot too. Mine came, it was cheap. This blue one, I don't have the little kit handy, do I? Oh yes, I do. So this blue one, I think it was $25 Canadian, $25, and it came with the pack with all the different tips. So you can do, like M2, M3, M4, M5, all of them. Fair enough. Fair enough. I can respect that. I can definitely respect that. It's so cool seeing DIY stuff. Holy crap, look at that design. Is this all your design? That is very cool. What program are you using? What is this? I know that feeling. It's been happening on this printer here. Things, the first like 3 or 4 things that I've designed have just gone together, and it's like, oh boy, you're setting me up for something. FreeCAD. Okay, it looks pretty cool. It definitely looks pretty cool. I wonder, have you ever used Fusion or Onshape? Fusion or Onshape? I've heard of FreeCAD, I've just never used it. Oh, you mad squirrels, you don't like that soldering iron? I've found like a magic spot on that adjustment that kind of works, and I just turn it down if it's setting too quickly. It runs hot though, so you have to set it low, I find. I have a digital one that I could use, but eh. Yeah, I've been trying Fusion. I've been trying to get used to it. It's a learning curve. Onshape I really, really enjoy just because I can use it with my iPad as well and my Apple Pencil. So if I'm like in the middle of a project and I want to quickly design something. Wow, this is crazy. This is on a whole different level. Hey Brian, this is pretty impressive, eh? Right, Cody? It is amazing. Oh, I built the 2 telescopes and 2 box turtles, and then I built the heat press. Ugh. The digital one is a pencil or PS100. Pardon? I'm not sure I understand that. I use the Apple Pencil on my iPad when I'm using Onshape a lot of the time. Like, that's how I designed those linear rod brackets. That's funny. Get out the band hammer. I love this kind of stuff. How do I follow? Oh yeah, I wanted to check what time they're meeting tonight. 6:10 right now. Derp, 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 derp. 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Okay. Oh, my digital one? I don't know. That's a good question. It's not an expensive one. It's another cheapie, but I wanted digital to be a little bit more accurate. It's just I haven't even used it yet, actually. Because once I mounted that blue one in the press, I was like, I don't want to take it out anymore. So I just bought this one. Just a straightforward digital one. With a switch. Trey guy. Just banning everyone. Jansen's. Oh boy. The Twitch channel is I got raided by this awesome person randomly. Where's the actual channel name? Right here. No dust. I got raided by this awesome person on Twitch. Go give him a follow. Jansen's. I don't know what the Jansen's mechanism is. Should I look it up or am I going to regret it? Oh. I like yours better. I think I like yours better. I mean, this one looks really, really high quality, but yours looks better. Much better. Yeah. Very cool. Kinetic sculpture that can move with the help of several pairs of legs. Wait, I want to see more of it. I'm gonna have to watch more about it. That is wild. Look at all the connections. So all those connections articulate? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll definitely look that up. That's super cool. Ah, that's okay. That's okay. I'm sure if I pop into chat, maybe some English will be spoken. Maybe. Or I'll just get ignored. So is it functional? Where are you at? Because at the beginning I saw it. Is it functional? Does it work? Or is it in stages of getting to work? It looks like you're building it here, or building more of it. There is. How do you see? Oh, it's broken. I broke it. Uh-oh. I broke your blog post. I'm so sorry. It functioned one time. I mean, then it works, right? It's not just a concept. Is the Discord all French too? Oh god, the Discord's French too. I'll probably say hello and then never be able to understand anything. Oh man, we'll have to check that again on the next stream. I followed, so we'll be able to have a look. So that was what? 3 hours ago, 5 days ago, 7 days. Oh, there's a different angle. Let me see. Is that a motor? Right there? Is that a stepper motor? Hey, there we go. English. Thank you. I love baguettes. Place across the street from me has fresh baguettes. When I make a mean chicken soup or a nice chili, woo! Fresh baguette with some butter, nice and warm. Come on. Crispy? Now we're talking. Cornered by French. Just give me... If I'm cornered by French, give me like 24 hours. Maybe a little bit more with the baguette. And then I'll start swinging that baguette because it basically becomes a baseball bat at that point. Or I'll just share it with the French. Ah, okay. Are you guys like proper French? Not French Canadian. Or are you French Canadian? Like French French or Canadian French? Okay, so you're ahead. You're like what, 5 hours ahead? 6 hours ahead? So it's like midnight for you guys? I appreciate you coming through, Fourth Man. Definitely. I definitely appreciate that. Have a good night. You're right, Trey Guy. I apologize. You're right. Proper wasn't the right word. But I mean like French. French Canadian is French Canadian. Yeah. All proper French. I agree. I shouldn't have said not proper. French Canadian are interesting people. We'll just say that. Okay. UTC +2, so midnight, yeah. Like 20 after. I have a bunch of friends in the UK, so I'm used to 5 hours ahead when I talk to them. Or if it's daylight savings, it's 4 hours, which makes it easier to connect a little bit. Let me go back to this view here. So that's a stepper motor. How does that balance out to belt wear? The reduction in force, is that worth the offset in the belt wear? Or is there much more belt wear? That's interesting. What kind of sensors are you using? Actual switches? Like little clicky switches? I can't see it. Is the switch on one of the sides or is it underneath? Oh yeah, clicky switches. End stops, just like 3D printers. That's cool. These are used so much in 3D printing, so much. Not even just for that purpose, but for like filament detection, for so many different things. So cool. Well, that looks familiar. That's similar to the carriage on a 3D printer. What made you go with the palm wheels as opposed to a linear rail? I was having that debate myself. Hey, there you go. Holy crap. What an evolution. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Of going for it. To go from that to what it is now? Wow. Look at that. That's just someone saying, I'm building this. Oh my goodness. I almost made a mess. Almost. That's very cool. Oh, I did kind of make a mess. Crap. Oops. That is super cool. Is that the one? Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, palm wheels. I wonder. That's a neat way to hold the belt in. Just a little loop around. Simple but effective. The belt tensioner. Oh, parts. Freaking, where did I put them? I'm trying to reincorporate as many parts. Oh, knocking stuff over. Trying to reincorporate as many parts as possible from the printer that I took apart to make this other printer come to life. Come on. Take it easy. So like that came off of the printer, and that's just like one of the clicky switches that you had on the end stop that you were using. So I'm gonna pull that off of this housing, make another housing for it, and incorporate that into the build. See, that's freaking awesome. That's so awesome. That's exactly what the type of mentality I love. And that's the type of mentality I have too. That's freaking great. Came into this with limited knowledge as well. And then what you're showing there in that picture, this came off of the printer standard belt tensioner, and I'm going to try and reuse it because why not? But seeing your photo there reminded me of that. That's very awesome. Yeah. And developing a community, that's another thing that I'm really here for. That's super cool. I had no idea about how to create a Discord or anything. Created a Discord and now I got a few people in there. A nice little foundation of a community. It's very cool. It's nice when people come together and help each other. It goes a long way. It's definitely encouraging, motivating, and it gives you that extra push to be like, you know what, I can do this. I can definitely do this. Because sometimes you question yourself, but having that little group is helpful. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's kind of exactly what I'm trying to do. Bring a little community together, share what I know, share what I'm working on. And they've helped me massively already. Like Cody and Mike and Jason, a few other people. They've come through and helped me during the streams and looking for advice and in the Discord. It's been really great. Feel free to join the Discord if you want. The Discord is in my in the description. It should be YouTube description. It's gonna be English, but feel free to join if you want. Okay. That can go there. How are we looking on the charge? Oh. Over here. 100%. 100%. Oh, it went off. 100%. I'm not going to bring the big one for tonight. I don't think I'll need it. A smaller one should be fine. Running out of space. 2 wagons. Okay. We're on that view. I also have this view, so when I'm assembling stuff, we come to this view. Come on. And then this view. If I'm over here doing the grinder or using the vise. Then I have the other one that's the mobile camera that I can kind of move around wherever, depending on what's printing or what I'm working on. That can actually come down from here now. Oh! Come on. Oh crap, really? I mean, that actually makes sense. I believe it was 7 days ago. Let me just see. I think you gotta update it every 7 days, don't you? Or actually, let me put it over here. Wait, it's it's my stream. Can't I put the link right in the thing? I appreciate you coming through, Trey Guy. Thank you very much. Hopefully I see you again. I'm sure I'll see you on her stream if I don't see you come through this stream. Hopefully that invite works. Hopefully that invite works. Okay. Tidy this stuff up. Oh, come on. I mean, bed adhesion on point, but get off. How often do you stream? Oh, no problem. Looks like they're all taking off. Makes sense. It's past midnight over there. Bedtime. I'll have to look and see if there's a schedule or something. There we go. Alright. That was cool. A raid? That's always awesome. I haven't really seen too much traction on Twitch. It's been mostly YouTube. So that was cool to see. It's always encouraging. Super nice people. I don't know how the heck I'm gonna get this wagon out of here. Oh boy. We'll figure it out. What time is it? Coming up on 7. Oh, I appreciate that very much. Thank you very much for the raid. Next time I see you live, I'll come say hello and stop in. But yeah, I appreciate that very much. It means a lot to me. Have a great night. What do we got going on? Got the wagons all packed up. Everything is kind of organized, not really though. 6:40 right now. Right now I think is a good time to call it. Depending what time I come home, I might do a later stream. Depends. Probably won't be until like 11. We'll see though. We'll see. But that being said, I know today's stream was kind of all over the place. Just a little bit of 3D printing stuff. I probably should have changed the description, but that's okay.
We ended up getting a raid, which was really friggin' neat. I need to go shower and get ready to head down to the lake. So, I appreciate everyone for coming through, as usual. Thank you for lurking, anyone that's lurking. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up. We are just rocking through those view hours on YouTube. I think we're going to be over 700. Probably going to be over 700 after this stream right here, which is awesome. And we'll just keep pushing towards that 3,000 mark. Thank you guys. Have a good evening yourself too, Mike. Thank you guys, and I will see you later. Take care.